Hey, this is Chris from GuitArmy, and in today's daily guitar tip, I'm going to show you how to sound like the great Jimi Hendrix when you play guitar. Jimi Hendrix was really one of the most influential and incredible guitar players ever to pick up the instrument. And in this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to do kind of one key thing. It's a typical standard thing that everyone does, but it's something that every guitar player needs to be able to do if you want to sound like Jimi Hendrix. All right, if you're looking for a quick, easy way to sound like Jimi Hendrix, then I have to suggest this is the one thing you need to get down, this sound right here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm taking these two notes here, and then I'm hammering on with my third finger on the second string, basically the lower of the two notes. And the tricky part about this is when you do that hammer on, you have to make sure that this finger, your third finger, is not touching the higher string. In this case, it happens to be the first string. It can't go. You know, you don't want it to sound like this. You want it to. You want that first string to keep ringing, so you get that sound. And in the key of G major here, this position number 1, you can do it right here. If you go over here, it sounds really nice. This is the second and the fifth note in the scale. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds really nice. So something he does on a couple of his songs, or at least one of his songs, he does it up here. He does it up higher, but we're going to do it right here in the key of G because I'm going to show you all these different areas you can Hendrixize, if you will. I don't even think that's a word, obviously. But it's going to be these two notes here. I'm going to hammer these on, and then you can go. You come down and play the root, then G. That sounds really nice. So in position number 1, we have it. Then we have this one. That's kind of it, because these pentatonic notes are a minor third apart, so they're kind of wide. So you don't want to. That's not a good sound doing that. So what Jimi Hendrix would do a lot is he would go up here into the second position here. There's not a lot of area here up here because you have to do some shifting for that pentatonic. So these 6 notes here are going to be key, whether you're playing an E minor and a minor key or a major key. This is going to be these 6 notes in a row. We're going to be key because then you can go. I like to kind of do that, or I don't know that that's Hendrixy, but you can. You have a lot to work with. So that's position number 2, and position number 3, pentatonic for G major. You can once again, just like how we were doing down here, you can go up here. Is this a G major triad right here? So you could go. What I'm doing there is, this is the 5th, the D, and this is G, the root. So I'm hammering on here on the 6th note, and then I'm kind of doing a hammer on pull up. Then that's the 4th note in the scale, and then I'm kind of walking down to the root 1. And then on strings 3 and 4 here, you have these 4 pentatonic notes. So you can do this. So you get this. Maybe walk. Hang on. I think that sounds pretty nice. In position number 5, we have pentatonic. So really, to me, the only area, unless you want to do it down here, I would probably only do that technique up here. Up here on with the pentatonic being there. I would do it right there. For position number 5, this is the pentatonic pattern that everybody knows for G major. It's also E minor pentatonic. You could do, I like to do this one here. Instead of, everything we've been doing is just with a whole step. But I like to get this note up here, even though it's a minor third. I like to hammer on there. So that basically that's where you can play that technique in all five G major pentatonic, all 5 different areas of the neck. One thing I do like to do with this technique, like I like that, I love that sound, so I like to move it around a little. It doesn't always work, but I like to chromatically move it around just to see what I can get away with. Like I kind of like that. And then sometimes I'll go back and look, does that actually work? Are those notes actually in the key of G major? That one sounds pretty good. When you start doing, when you start moving around chromatically, then you're going to run into notes that aren't in the key. Sometimes it sounds cool, and if it sounds cool, then go ahead and do it. If it sounds bad, then get rid of it. So this is really just one Jimi Hendrix style thing you can do on guitar. To me, it's the main thing that he does that helps him sound like himself. Other than he was a genius, I think he's a master of rhythm. To me, this is my favorite thing. If someone says, hey, I want to sound like Jimi Hendrix, then I usually show them this, and that usually kind of gets you started on what it sounds like, what it feels like to sound like Jimi Hendrix. If you like this daily guitar tip and you want to see more, please leave a comment, like the video, maybe even subscribe. And trying to get some traction here on YouTube. It's actually pretty hard. So if you want to do any of those things, please subscribe so you can see more of these lessons. That would be awesome. I will see you in the next lesson.